Magic powers are believed to be one of the greatest and strongest powers that everyone dreams of. So, welcome back to Animeology, and today we will show you the top 10 fantasy animes where the overpowered main character goes to a magic school. Before we begin, be sure to drop a like and subscribe down below for more anime top 10s. And without further ado, let's get right into the video. Number 10. Cute High Earth Defense Club Love. We've all heard of magical girls, but rarely do we see magical boys. In Cute High Earth Defense Club Love, our magical boys are part of Binin High Earth Defense Club. One day, a pink wombat appears, forcing the boys to become battle lovers and protect Earth from a band of vicious villains. All our heroes want to do is have fun and hang out. With 5 magical warriors called Battle Lovers to fight off monsters, Cute High Earth Defense Club Love has us swooning. Every episode is filled with various monsters and we get to observe how our heroes take down each beast. Both outrageous and exciting, the premise develops into something grand, revealing fascinating facts and growing to learn a little more about each magical boy. Number 9. 100. Hundred series is a magic school anime that revolves around a weapon that can counter the mysterious savage life form attacking mankind. Hayato Kisaragi is a survivor of savage attack. Successfully, he enrolls in the Marine Academy city ship Little Garden. During the process of his intense training for the battle ahead, he immediately attracts the attention of multiple females, also gets drawn into a number of incidents as he tries to fight against creatures that now live on Earth and threaten its safety. Ultimately, 100 is a generic action and harem anime. However, it stands out as a crowd pleaser due to its well-developed characters and predictable love triangle between the main characters. The character design and anime animations make this series fun and entertaining to watch. Number 8. The Irregular at Magic High School. In the dawn of the 21st century, magic, long thought to be a folklore and fairy tale, became Technology Ekao, and is taught as a technical skill. In First High School, the institution for magicians, students are segregated into 2 groups based on their entrance exam scores. Blooms, those who receive high scores, are assigned the first course, while Weeds are reserved students assigned to the second course. The Irregular at Magic School is a fantasy school anime that follows the overpowered main character, Tatsuya, and his sister, Miyuki Shiba, who are enrolled in First High School. Upon taking the exam, the prestigious Miyuki is placed in the first course, while Tatsuya is relegated to the second course. Though his practical test scores and status as a weed show him to be magically inept, he possesses extraordinary technical knowledge, physical combat skills, and unique magic techniques. Making. Number 7. The Misfits of Demon King Academy.
それとも全く同じ性格、記憶、体を持っただけの別人なのか。さてお前はどっちだと思う?
The series takes place in a Demon King Academy which identifies and grooms their students in search of the one who could be the reincarnation of the ruthless Demon King from 2,000 years ago. The main story is based on a Demon King who was a worshipped tyrant and wiped out many gods and men alike over the years. He was reincarnated 2,000 years later. This brings us up to speed to where the story takes place. Anos arrives at the academy and is disappointed to see that his descendant's magical power seems to be very feeble and inexperienced. Throughout the first episode, he exhibits his unparalleled power, which gives us, the viewers, undeniable proof that he is indeed the reincarnation of the Great Demon King. The Misfit of Demon King Academy is off to a good start with a straightforward story, a compelling protagonist, and some spectacular animation that we witness in the demon effects throughout the episode. Number 6. Ultimate Fafnir. This anime takes place at Midgard, which is an all-girls school that recently accepts its first and only male student, Yu Mononobe. But Midgard is not only an all-girl academy, it's also a school exclusive to a group of girls who have extremely powerful magical abilities in generating dark matter and manipulating it into powerful weaponry. These types of girls, known as D, only appear after the appearance of a number of mysterious, destructive monsters known as dragons. Some of these girls are born with symbols on their body and powers similar to dragons. Yu is the latest member and is so popular for being the only known male D in existence. Unlimited Fafnir is an anime that places some emphasis on the ethereal entity known as memories. Memories aren't facts learned or knowledge acquired, they're events, precious happenings that we remember and look back on with glee. At least, the good ones. Number 5. Quan Chi Fashi. This magical school anime depicts the story of the overpowered main character Mo Fan, who woke up in a familiar world that has vastly changed. His school has become a school that teaches magic, encourages everyone to become a mighty magician. Outside the city, many wandering magical beasts and monsters attack and prey on humans. A world of advanced science changes into an advanced magic. Despite this, his ambition in life and his situation remains the same. One of the dregs of the society with a struggling father and a disabled stepsister that couldn't walk. However, Mo Fan found when everyone can only have one major element, he can do much more. It's a good anime with a good plot. I watched many Japanese isekai anime and I will put this in the ranks of the good ones. It will be a good anime to watch for every adult and teen. If you're into otherworld anime, you should probably watch this. Number 4. Chrome-shelled Regios. This is a school magic anime that depicts the world of tomorrow is an arid wasteland. Humans live in large mobile cities called Regios to escape the threat of filth monsters. In this future, humans must learn to use special weapons called DEET to counter this phenomenon. At the academy, the mysterious Lei Fawn struggles to keep his violent past hidden from his fellow student soldiers. Unfortunately, his previous life might be impossible to hide. And the truth could tear this team apart. This show offers a nice balance of action and seriousness to comedy and fan service, so many viewers might like this particular anime. Chrome-shelled Regios is one of those animes that I watch without any real interest. The art is good, animation is fluid, so these points make the anime worthwhile watching. Number 3. The Fruit of Gracia. This anime takes place at the Mihama Academy, which is a prison-like school. It's home to 5 female students who each have their own reasons. One day, Yuji Kazumi is an overpowered transfer student who has just been admitted into Mihama Academy. Yuji just wants to live an ordinary high school life, but this dream may not come true as this academy is quite the opposite. The Institute's first male student arrives and throws the orderly rhythm of Mihama off balance. The synopsis does little justice for the actual story within the anime. The story gets much more rich as you continue watching it. This anime also touches upon serious topics, which is probably why most people rate this anime so low. Pain, death, rape, you could practically find it all in Gracia no Kajitsu and the other seasons. Another thing of the story of this anime is that it will and has its comedic moments, with some edginess too, but it does draw away from this serious tone from which the anime is meant to focus on. In the beginning, Gracia may seem like a typical harem like High School DxD for instance, but it quickly moves straight into gripping storylines. Harem with a good plot. Rare, but this anime precisely. Now to put the story into simpler terms. Gracia is divided into 5 arcs. Each arc focuses on one girl and how Yuji helps her. Number 2. Demon King Diamo. This fantasy comedic magic anime follows one of the most promising overpowered transfer students in the Wizard Academy. His name is Acto Sai, who takes a career assessment test and the results say he'll become a Demon King. The students treat him differently after this, moreover, he is surrounded by a harem of beautiful girls who each have their own plans for him. With his newly awakened powers, Akuto must cope with his constantly growing list of misfortune and fight to prove that his fate is not to be evil. Overall, Demon King Diamo was very enjoyable to watch, but this anime is a perfect example of why it's so difficult to make a good anime in just 12 episodes. The plot was mediocre and there was a lot of confusing holes in many of the scenes that never get answered. On top of that, the character build was minimal, but they did what they could with the short amount of episodes in the season. Not to mention this anime is legit a softcore hentai, so be warned. And number 1, Trinity VII. In this fantasy school magic anime, the story focuses on Arata Kazuka, who suddenly sees his life wiped out by a bizarre incident known as Collapse Phenomenon. This phenomenon causes a worldwide destruction and takes his cousin Hariji Kazuka to another world. To solve the mystery of the collapse phenomenon and bring back Hariji, Arata enrolls in the Royal Biblia Academy. Hence, in this academy, there are 7 beautiful female magic users who will help Arata in his mission. One of the strongest points about this anime, the characters are all very likeable and very well made. There is a sufficient character development that you feel for some of the characters and get to know them a little bit more than in some other animes. If you're a fan of fan service, then you probably won't be disappointed. The music isn't too shabby, with a strong, overpowered and interesting selection of 5 EDs. But take away the music, the attractive character design and the ecchi, and Trinity VII sadly seems little more than a rather ordinary and undistinguished fighting fantasy.